edition of the NBA Sunday Night Action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. For the Miami Heat, they come into tonight's game after the loss to Denver.
Yeah, that was a stinker. I mean, that's one of those games where you really can't find anything that they did well. The game just got out of hand and really just a shaky performance across the board.
Yeah, and I'd have to agree with you. And you know how optimistic and positive I am. It's hard for me to find anything positive to take away from that. It's a game you just want to forget about as soon as you can.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Chris Paul. Caspi is out there with Smith. Then it's Williams. And it's Gobert in at the center position. And so for Seattle, their last game, a loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And boy, that was a tough one to lose, guys. But they played well throughout that game, just unable to convert down the stretch.
Yeah, I know we don't get into moral victories, but they can definitely take away some positives from it because even though they came up on the short end, there was some good stuff, too.
So it's Miami now after the basket by Seattle.
Obviously, Chris Paul's one of the most highly recognized players in the game. High school All-American, college All-American, NBA Rookie of the Year. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Budinger, no luck.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you. He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Highly decorated Chris Paul, multiple NBA All-Team selections, all defensive team selections. No MVP yet. It's probably right around the corner, though, for him.
Yeah, you know what? He's only worried about one thing, though, and that's hoisting that Larry O'Brien championship trophy at some point in his career.
Now here's Paul. Here's Caspi off the left rim and out.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And it's Budinger finishing it off.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
And Caspi kicks to Gobert. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Shoots the three, and it's Caspi with the three. Caspi's got 5.
Hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively.
It's stolen by Gobert. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Gobert.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Down low, Marjanovic banked in off the glass.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Williams kicks to Paul. Out of bounds. Seattle will take possession.
And checking out some numbers here for Chris Paul. His last 10 games have been exceptional. First in free throw shooting, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And it's nice when you've got a guy who doesn't miss much from the line. You just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been automatic this season.
Now Budinger following the miss by Andrei Kirilenko from deep, and he gets it to go. 6 points for him.
Beautiful pass by Steve Nash.
Smith with a screen on Budinger. Williams attacking. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. Goes up, and it's Budinger finishing it off.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
Almost. How about the glide in and then also to reverse it?
Now here's Budinger. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Nash dishes to Budinger. Back to Nash. Here's Marjanovic. A jump hook and another basket for Seattle.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. It's deflected.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
No good from Caspi.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Seattle.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Catching up on the changes for Seattle. Anderson, he's checked in for Okafor. Allen comes in for Andrei Kirilenko. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Chase Budinger. The Mavericks subbed in for Steve Nash. And the first time out of the game called for Seattle. The Heat beat them last time when these two teams met down in South Florida.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard. Makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Boy, that's got to wear on you.
Now here's Muhammad. 14 points from him the last game against the Nuggets in Denver. He was all alone on that one.
Yes, sir. CJ Miles.
For Seattle, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Pass to Anderson. Releases. Seattle missing again.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Pass to Bhullar. They set the pick. Crawford outside. Rebound by the Heat.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long. They are starting to become synonymous.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
The Heat shooting their first free throws here tonight. Muhammad hits them both. Seattle trails by 5. Here's Maverick. But they recover. No good, unable to end this run. And there's Miles. That's good on the assist by Barea. Miles has got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, that's a really nice feed by J.J. Barea.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, I spoke briefly with Eric Spoelstra. According to him, their focus defensively is going to be on making things difficult inside. Ideally, they'll be in the best shape, he feels, if they force most of the shots against them to come from the perimeter. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Evans, he's checked in for Seattle. And guys, what a spark plug J.J. Barea has been throughout his career. When he comes in the game, you can feel the lift. We saw a couple games against Houston in the playoffs, saw back in 2011 in the championship season for the Mavs.
Great point. I mean, he has an energizing effect on his teammates, the fans, and the announcers. I mean, he just brings so much spirit and hustle to the games. Very hard not to root for a guy like that.
And Miami has possession. Seattle able to drain the 3. That one goes. Count it. Miles has got 6 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. For me, my favorite memory of Barea is outstanding postseason in 2011. The Mavericks had to get through the Lakers and the Heat to win their first championship. And Barea broke down those defenses by screaming to the hoop every chance he got. Actually, he squirted to the hoop.
Here's Evans. The Heat knocking down the tray. Anderson's shot is off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Barea kicks to Smith. A three-pointer off the mark. Seattle trails by 11. Anderson passes to Allen. Allen with another miss.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
And getting back to Barea's contributions against the Lakers back in 11, Barea led a fourth quarter comeback in game 2 to help the Mavs win. Big swing in that series. And then after the game, Kobe Bryant said that Barea kicked our you-know-what. And ultimately, Barea helped the Mavs go on to win their only championship.
Here's Barea after the basket by Seattle. Miles, that's for two. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Here's Muhammad. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. And that does it for the first quarter. Miami ahead as they end the first quarter with an energy burst, a 19-5 run. And we'll be back shortly for the start of... And earlier, Chris Paul told us about the depth of their roster. So important for any team.
Our bench is amazing.
When your starters feel that good about their second unit guys, that's a heck of an asset that a team can have. And if you've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench, you know that it's very, very true.
And Kevin, that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to play on. Everybody's really pulling for one another, no matter who's playing. Even in practice, with that kind of a team, you tend to have more fun.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Seattle, we've got Okafor, Maverick out there with Budinger. It's Andrei Kirilenko, and it's Williams at the 4 slot. And Seattle making a change here. Nash is checked in. Now here's Muhammad, guarded by Kirilenko. 5 to shoot. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Fall against Nash. Paul kicks to Caspi. Now here's Muhammad. Tight defense on him. That one goes. Count it. Muhammad's got the lead up to 11 now for the Heat.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Here's Williams. Good, and the assist goes to Nash.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Williams kicks to Okafor. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Both teams will make substitutions. Miami leading by 7. Williams dishes to Casper. Picked by Williams. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Heat shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
And the technical free throw is good. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Fades away. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Seattle trails by 8. And it's Budinger finishing up.
And he just leaves the beat in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Gobert, the screen. Kicks to Neal. Miami no good on that time either.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Nash outside, kept alive. Okafor. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
There's the pick. A drive by Paul. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Paul. Gobert's got his first 2 points. Well, at this point in his career, Clark, it's safe to call Chris Paul one of the all-time great point guards.
Yeah, without question. I mean, for a long time, it was hard to argue that Chris Paul wasn't the top point guard in the league. Even now, you can make arguments for others, but Paul is always going to be in the conversation.
Back to Nash. Latrey. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And with Paul, it is all about his consistency. Other point guards will have better years or stretches than him, but he just puts up huge numbers year in and year out, literally like clockwork.
You know, it's amazing to me how little fanfare CP3 gets. I mean, he's not a flashy player, but you look at his effectiveness on the court, and he's a once-in-a-generation kind of talent. I mean, he's done it all his entire career.
Let's go. In close, he hits it. He's got 10.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities. Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Neal's shot is off. Seattle trails by 5. There's pass to Bhullar. Nash with it. Chris Paul covering. Here's Marjanovic. Here's Budinger. Gets to the corner and buries it. Budinger's got 8. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. A drive by Paul. It's tipped, and he gets it back. Williams gets the bucket, and the Heat lead by 5. Seattle has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Marjanovic. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Nash has got his 3rd assist on the night. To the paint. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Off the pick. No good off the back of the rim. The Heat leading by 4. Outside Williams. Nash against Paul. And it's Miami with another.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Feeds to Budinger. Here's Marjanovic. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 15.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Paul kicks to Caspi. They get it back. But they'll get another chance. It's Williams with the drive. Nash outside. No good with the triple.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Paul passes to Neal. Nice shot from the wing.
Assistant, Chris Paul.
Seattle trails by 6. Pass to Bhullar. Shot from the low block, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Dishes it to Neal. Lets it go with a 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And it's a 9-point Heat lead. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
That's good.
The offense really coming around here in the second.
It's about rhythm, Clark. They're up above 50% now for the game, and you'll take that on any night. And defensively, there's still some work, though. They're going to have to shore up.
Here's Budinger. No good. And it's Miami the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. It's Williams with the drive. Got a piece of it.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Budinger, no luck. Miami leading by 7. The dish to Gobert. Williams with a clean look. Williams missing again.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. You can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Floats one. That's tipped.
And this should be the last possession of the quarter.
Exactly. I'm right with you there, Greg. I mean, no need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter. Make sure you get the last shot here.
Misses the 3. In a pretty tight.
Well, I'm with Eric.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. Just about time.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. On the floor for Miami. Smith is out there with Gobert. Then it's Williams. And it's Chris Paul. And it's Caspi in at the 3 spot. For Seattle, they have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0 of 2 so far. Here's Paul. Smith outside. Gobert the screen. Pulls it up. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Caspi. And that's 10 points for Chris Paul. Seattle trails by 6. Nash dishes to Okafor. Back to Nash. Takes it off the glass.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Paul against Nash. The drive by Paul. It's tipped. Here's Budinger. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Here's Paul. And then Smith with the dunk.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Seattle trails by 6. To the inside. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Taken away by Kirilenko. And Budinger kicks to Okafor. Nash outside. Here's Marjanovic, defended by Gobert. Okafor, the pass to Kirilenko. Just 5 on the clock. Nash outside. Hope they get it back. It's up a 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Marjanovic. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Now just a 2-point Heat lead. The feed to Gobert. Screen by Smith. Williams kicks to Paul. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Paul's got 4 points this quarter. Seattle calls timeout.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchup.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Casper. C.J. Miles comes in for Williams. And Barea subbed in for Paul.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
Seattle has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. in the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Mack for the lead. And it's Miles with the rebound. Miles has got his third rebound tonight. Here's Barea. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Miles, that's good.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Seattle trails by 3. Pass to Crawford, off the pick. Rebound by the Heat. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Barea dishes to Gobert. And Muhammad kicks to Smith, and that one goes long. It's stolen by Smith. The pass to Muhammad. Screen by Smith. Kicks it to Muhammad to the right side. Clock at 6. From 8. Here's Gobert. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. You're much better off making him go to the line.
And Seattle making a change here. Evans is checked in. Anderson outside. Shot from the top of the key. Good. Anderson's got 7 points in the game. The Heat with the lead. And here's Barea. Gobert the screen. Miles, that's for 2. And the rebound goes to Evans. To the paint. It's stolen by Smith. Now here's Barea. And it's Smith penetrating, and that one's good. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Heat.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
And the shot is good. Anderson's got 9.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Second chance effort, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Smith just having a fantastic game. He's got 8 points, some big-time defense with the 3 steals, too.
Guys, Josh Smith, an interesting case. Clark, he shot about 2 triples a game last year, yet for the last 3 seasons, free throw percentage has been under, surprisingly, 55%.
Yeah, and that's terribly troubling. I mean, his three-point percentage improved in Houston, but the free throws, really, he can do much better than that. You look at his stroke, I think it's just a matter of concentration with Josh.
Gary Neal's checked in for C.J. Miles. And Neal kicks to Muhammad. Again, the miss by the Heat. Seattle trails by 4. It's Crawford with the drive. Makes it off the glass.
And with Smith and his shooting, a lot of it is mental. I mean, he has a terrific stroke from anywhere. The free throws are all in his head because he can make threes. He's just got to be a little more focused.
Gobert, the screen. Takes a shot at the elbow, and play stops as it looks like they call it over the back here.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over the back call.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to take him for a ride right there. Easy goal.
Williams, he's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And now it's Neal running. He can go all the way. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go. And, you know, thinking again about Smith, he made some big shots for the Rockets last year, but you never know quite what you're going to get with him taking perimeter shots.
Layup off the pick. Now, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this, for his career, 15,806 career assists, a record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Controlled the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm.
tight game here in Oklahoma City. To the middle, here's Neal. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Neal's got 9 points.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Here's Maverick. Off target from outside.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Barea, the pass to Smith, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And it's a 6-point Heat lead.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Passes it to Maverick. Left side, Anderson. The tray. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Nice stroke from long range. If he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Now here's Barea. Not a lot of room. At the elbow, Smith. Smith missing again. And Seattle shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. There's a screen by Williams. Allen for 3. They get it back. Anderson. It's stolen by Barea. In the corner, Neal with it. Buries the long-range jumper. Neal's got 7 now in this quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Never goes in, and the Miami lead is cut back down to 3 after the basket from Maverick.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taken.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the 4th quarter. Here's Paul. Budinger is out there with Andrei Kirilenko. Then there's Okafor, and it's Crawford, and it's Maverick in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. And it's Smith missing.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Paul kicks to Miles. Clock at 6. Back to Paul. 3-pointer. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Crawford kicks to Budinger. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Budinger's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Seattle. Feeds it to Smith. Back to Paul. Screen by Smith. Paul dishes to Smith. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Okafor's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Maverick passes to Okafor. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Williams. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 6 assists in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And he gets it to go. And that's now 9 points for Maverick.
They're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Williams kicks to Smith. Here's Paul. You know what? Seattle goes the other way with it. Outside Kirilenko. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it. Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
It's deflected. Outside Williams. He kicks it to Paul. Screen by Smith. Smith sets the pick for Paul. He feeds it to Casper. Offensive rebound Heat. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Pass to Matt. Fires for three. And again, Seattle with the triple.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if he can continue to pound it inside.
And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. Now the pass to Matt. To take the lead. Offensive rebound. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Now here is Kirilenko. He's tightly guarded. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. First free throw is good. So both teams making some changes here. And both free throws good for Kirilenko. Miami's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Outside Williams. Got a hand on it. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Puts it up off the inbound. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Gobert. 14 points for Chris Paul. Down low, Marjanovic. Wow, that makes him a perfect 10 for 10. Double-digit perfection.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Crawford against Williams. No good. Excellent D there from Okafor.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective.
And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Clark, neither team with a big advantage here in the fourth quarter.
5 times we've had the lead switch so far. I mean, back and forth we go.
And Clark, that could rise again before we're through.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Okafor with a screen on Williams. Puts it up from 12, and it's Okafor missing. Miami trailing. Williams dishes to Paul. Elbow shot is on the way, and it's Miami with another.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And so Jamal Crawford nails both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Timeout called. The Heat. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. And with the game still very much in play, he sounded very confident, telling the players, don't let up. This is where we make our move. Right now. Go take it. Kevin?
Gobert the screen. Here's Smith, 6 to shoot, and so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Seattle.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy. Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
For Seattle, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8-12. Back to Nash. Lays it up and banks it in. And Seattle leads by 2.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
The drive by Paul. That misses off the backboard. Seattle has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Crawford kicks it over to Nash. He dishes it to Okafor. The jump hook. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
The drive by Paul. Crawford against Williams. To the middle. Here's Marjanovic. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Williams. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 6 points for Lou Williams.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Here's Marjanovic, defended by Paul. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
You know, shooting as well as he has from the floor in the game this tight, guys, you've got to think he's going to be a factor near the end.
And that one misses.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Nash, the pass to Okafor. Good.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
And the Heat call time here. They're behind by 4. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 52 seconds left in the game. Nash against Paul. Smith. And the bucket counts. And he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
This is exactly what you get when you allow Josh Smith to heat up. Unstoppable.
And Smith, no good on that one. Here's Kirilenko. And Paul pulls it down. Williams dishes to Smith to tie it up.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that narrows the gap to 1. And it's Seattle with the ball. Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
Dishes it to Kirilenko. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
5 to shoot. Here's Crawford. Connects. Timeout called, the Heat. They're losing by 3. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
And, you know, if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 would be the way I would lean, Greg. But the foul has to come immediately after that.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
No luck that time either. So a close game sees Seattle taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Carter continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans love it.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Steve Nash. Things turned around in that second half. What was the difference?
We gave up a lot of, 50-50 balls. Just things that, you can't give up. We hung with it, and we were down. We hung with it, found a way to creep back in. So very, very proud of my guys, and we played pretty good basketball.
Steve, we appreciate the time. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we'll head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's not too far away. EJ?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game. He put up a new season high tonight, and if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
The job he did down low was fantastic. That's right, fantastic. He had great understanding of the way the defense was set up in the paint. He had a ton of high percentage looks close to the bucket and converted every time. Nice game, real nice game.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.